Drastic changes were made last night on Monday Night Raw, and huge developments and updates and upgrades, if you want to call that, came to WWE pay-per-view. But now there is major changes, updates, and developments to those stories. We know that Seth Rollins and Finn Balor will both be in the first ever 7-man Elimination Chamber match, with the winner going straight to the main event of WrestleMania against the Universal Champion of this world, Brock Lesnar. We also found out that no longer will WWE be doing Raw exclusive pay-per-views or SmackDown exclusive pay-per-views. We got the reason, according to Ringside News, courtesy of the Wrestling Observer. Go check out Ringside News and Wrestling Observer right now. But I'm here to give my view and my opinion of the rumors, the news, the headlines, my analysis, my in-depth comments on the show. And I want your comments, your opinions. Please like my official Facebook fan page, rate it 5 stars, and Sean View Entertainment ain't nothing without the viewers and the subscribers making this the thing, because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the brash and brazen, and I will not be overtaken. Tonight's SmackDown, we'll see the return of Dolph Ziggler to the main event scene. Can he overcome Baron Corbin? Will he be in the WWE title picture, or will Baron Corbin be able to dash the dreams of one Dolph Ziggler? And also tonight on SmackDown Live, what will Randy Orton do concerning the United States Championship? Heavy rumors that Randy Orton's going to be involved in a huge United States title feud and hold that belt for a very long time. Perhaps even going into the summer, the hottest event of the year, SummerSlam. Now, viewers and subscribers, during today's installment of the Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer discussed reports of WWE making all of their pay-per-views dual-branded after WrestleMania, with the first show being Backlash. Remember one time Joey Styles cut this heated promo on Raw that he wasn't good enough for Backlash, that he couldn't call Backlash? Backlash? Here are a few notes from Meltzer discussed regarding the change. Once again, I'd seen on Ringside News. WWE's official word regarding the report is that an announcement is coming soon. Now remember, that means both Raw and SmackDown superstars will be on the same pay-per-view, but that doesn't mean it's going to be Raw versus SmackDown. It's going to be Raw matches and SmackDown brand matches on a dual-branded pay-per-view. And the WWE did this one time, so you got to wonder, does this mean the Undisputed title will ever come back if there is Raw versus SmackDown? You know, who knows? Now, once again, one of the reasons the WWE is making changes to the dual-branded shows is because the advances for several single-branded pay-per-views have not been strong. The feeling is that with more top guys on the show, the easier it will be to push ticket sales. And I'm going to give my view and opinion on this, because there's some things to me that just doesn't add up and make sense, because these single-branded shows could be good and compelling and intriguing if it wasn't the same rematches and the same story and the same predicament, and it wasn't all, just go through the motions. But when they tried to cut back on the number of pay-per-view events, it caused some storylines to be extended longer than what they needed to be. There were some points where it would be nearly 2 months before a storyline could have its own pay-per-view blow-off match. This made it more difficult to book for weekly television. Now, let me talk about that. If your storylines were intriguing and compelling and were changing and were on the edge of your seat and were unpredictable. I mean, how many times do we have to sit through The Bar versus The Shield, or The Bar versus Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins in The Bar? I mean, we have been seeing The Bar and Seth Rollins in the tag team since SummerSlam now. I mean, it has gotten ridiculous, and it's not like there's a plot or a storyline. I love how the WWE puts the emphasis on storylines. Where is the development? Where is the progress? Where is the story? Where is the angle that you're working towards? I really don't see it. I mean, I know you can't really, compare Vince Russo and his writing in the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression era, or when Paul Heyman was writing. But my God, how can you say that there are storylines that carry from one to the next? Storylines, and I'll give you that. Raw was a pretty good show. I didn't mind Raw last night. Raw was good. It was a good show. I actually was able to sit through the whole thing. There is speculation that they could extend all the pay-per-view events to 4 hours long. All the pay-per-view events 4 hours long. We got 3 hours of Raw. We got 2 hours of SmackDown. You have NXT. Is it a little bit much? Is it too much? Wow. The reason the WWE would do this is so that they can have a good number of matches. Oh, we don't get enough matches on Monday Night Raw with no rhyme or reason. So let's get 10 or 12 matches on the pay-per-view for 4 hours. 3 hours doesn't leave much room for that on dual-branded pay-per-views. Instead of having just 6 or 7 matches, they will have 8 matches in all, 4 from Raw, 4 from SmackDown. And they will probably be slightly shorter matches if they don't extend to 4 hours. Listen, it's a very simple formula. Raw and SmackDown shouldn't all be about matches in the competitive spirit and 5-star matches and flips and dips and hops and hips and whatever it is. You should use those shows as your format to build, to have that intrigue, to have that variable. And then on the pay-per-views, have all the matches you want. Dedicate all the time in the world to all the matches you want. But now we get several matches on Raw, we get several matches on SmackDown, and now we're going to get even more matches, and we're going to extend the time on pay-per-view. No story, no angle, no predicament, no reason, no what. Why? Tell me how this is going to do good. Did you hear that even though WWE has had more live events in the last year, their merch sales, the WWE merch sales, the shirts, the hats, the posters, the paraphernalia, whatever it may be, is down. Once again, viewers and subscribers, this is the road to WrestleMania, and there were a lot of seats at Raw last night topped off. There were a lot of seats last night at Raw where the WWE, I would have to assume, had to make adjustments in the arena to make sure that the seats didn't look like, we want to make sure that these seats look filled and that people actually arrived and people want to actually see this. The state that the WWE is in right now. And the thing about the WWE, you got Triple H and you got NXT and you got his baby. And that's awesome. And Triple H has done a good job. Triple H has got, he's got his thing going on. But it doesn't regulate. It does not register to the main roster. I mean, you can put on one hand the amount of guys that have come out on NXT, and it just hasn't gotten over to the main roster, and it hasn't really materialized. I mean, there has not been many world champions or WWE champions that have come from NXT onto the main roster. Yeah, you make the argument, Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens, but really, I mean, when push comes to shove, and you got all these indie guys, and you got all the marks, and you got everyone behind them, and now you're trying to switch up the pay-per-view formula, you're trying to switch up the format. If you're gonna have Raw and SmackDown on pay-per-views, why not just put the brands and the rosters back together? I mean, the WWE has just gone to the well one too many times. And now, I don't even know whose idea this is. I don't know if this is a Vince idea. I don't know if this is a Triple H idea. I don't know if this is a Shane idea, a Stephanie McMahon idea, or maybe they're all in cahoots, or maybe this is all a together idea. I don't know. Or maybe it's just the creative that be on Raw and SmackDown that are pitching this idea for Raw and SmackDown to be on its pay-per-view to sell more ticket sales. Let me tell you how you sell more ticket sales with single-branded pay-per-views. You make the product interesting. You make it unpredictable. You put those flavors and you make those adjustments and you make those enhancements to the show. Just because we're going to have co-branded pay-per-views. Oh, this is awesome. We're going to get more ratings. We're going to get more subscribers. We're going to get more fans. And you might think that, and that's a good thought. But you thought NXT was going to register to the main roster. You thought a lot of these guys were going to come up and be world champions. Yeah, Bray Wyatt was a world champion for all but a month. Don't even count that. Let's not even go there. Okay. Oh, well, Bray Wyatt was a champion. Roman Reigns was a champion. Roman Reigns has seen his ups and downs too. It hasn't been all nooks and grannies for Roman Reigns. It hasn't been all cream and strawberry and friendlies. I don't. No, okay? There needs to be changes. There needs to be differences. And I'm not so sure. Let's extend the pay-per-views to 4 hours. There we go. But we're going to do shorter matches so we can get the shorter match. This is all wrong. This is all backwards. The shorter matches should be on Raw to create more storytelling and more original storylines. That's what you should do. And then have the longer matches on pay-per-view. Excuse me. I don't understand this. I just knocked over my beer. It's a little early to be drinking beer, but but anyways, I just, where's the logic? Where's the sense? I just don't understand. Can somebody please enlighten me as to what the heck is going on here? Because quite frankly, I don't understand it. I don't get it. And do you want to see pay-per-view for 4 hours and you want to see the same? And here's the thing about this. You see the same matches on Raw as you do at pay-per-view. What is the difference? What is the change? What is the circumstance? What is the reason? Why? I just want to know why. Now, like I said, once again, you can have the greatest matches, but you could have the characters, you could have the development, you could have the backing, you could have the creative, you could have the steps that makes it what it is, and I'm not seeing the steps of being of what it is. Raw needs to go back to 2 hours. Pay-per-views need to go back to 3 hours. the fundamentals, and it just seems like there's a lot of things lost. Something is lost. Something is lost in the shuffle. I quite frankly can't put my finger on it, all right? But there's something definitely lost here. And then what about this Dolph Ziggler storyline? Ziggler comes back out of nowhere. He's coming back on SmackDown tonight. He's coming back to earn a shot against AJ Styles for the WWE Championship at Fastlane. I still don't understand why we have a pay-per-view called Fastlane. We might as well have NASCAR, Matchbox cars, Indy racing. I just... Listen, I have no problem with Ziggler. I just have a problem with the way they brought him back, unannounced. Oh, that was shocking. What a major return. Ziggler has returned. Ziggler is back in the WWE. Why? What got him here? What made him change his mind? Things like that. And have you noticed, Kurt Angle's out of his element as a general manager. Kurt Angle is absolutely out of his element as the general manager. And we know Kurt Angle when he's on, when he's in the ring, when he's a wrestler, when he's the wrestling machine. Rumors that the wrestling machine, Kurt Angle's going to come back. We need that Kurt Angle. I thought last night Kurt Angle's announcement was going to be, I'm quitting as general manager. I'm stepping down and I'm going to be an in-ring competitor. Not Jason Jordan's out of WrestleMania. Not 7 men in the Elimination Chamber. Not Ronda Rousey signing her contract at the Elimination Chamber. I wanted Kurt Angle to say that I am back and I am coming back. That's what I wanted to hear. But viewers and subscribers, I know I'm going a little bit long, but here on Sean V Entertainment, I want to go a little bit more in depth. I want to give you a little bit more opinion. I want to give you more of the brash Sean V Entertainment, because if it's not brash, then we know on the contrary, it's absolute trash. And that's what everybody else is on this website, because when you look at Sean V and you compare to me, there ain't no LIE, because no one stands up to me, because I will be the foundation that knocks you downtown of Chinatown. Because Sean View Entertainment keeps it prolific, consistent, and dedicated. Share and subscribe. Like my official Facebook fan page. Donate to become dedicated to the brass Sean View Entertainment today. More to come. And what do you think about all these developments? Do you agree with the pay-per-views going 4 hours and being dual-branded? Should it stay as is? When will the announcement be coming from the WWE that makes this absolutely official? Viewers and subscribers, I don't want no tissue. I just want you to give me what your issues are, if any, with the rumors, the news, and the headlines in the WWE. Like I said, I have no problem with this. I like where the WWE could be going with this. I like it to a degree, and I'm not going back on what I said. I am not going to go back on what I said. I'm going to give it a chance, and when I say like, I'm going to try. I'm going to try to like it. But what the WWE's doing now, it's not working. So maybe with these dual branded, I'll give it a chance. I just don't see if they can't get, the single branded pay-per-views over now, and ticket sales are down, network subscribers, and what have you. The WWE needs to do something that will relate and correlate, and something that will, grab the viewer's attention, and just don't do the same old song and dance week in and week out. You gotta change the element. You gotta think outside the box, and that's all I gotta say. Stay tuned. More to come for the most updated rumors, news, headlines, and WWE updates. And Sean V Entertainment, the latest is all here on Sean's View. More to come. Stay tuned.